What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I did a little brief reaction video after the Pacers stunned the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, man, you talk about having victory snatched away from you. It's man, we've seen a lot of this postseason where teams have blown leads down the stretch, not just because of great shot making by the opposition, but because of poor execution, poor coaching. We've seen a lot of that this postseason. Actually, late in the regular season, but especially this postseason, we've seen a lot of poor coaching, poor strategy. Man, this game was supposed to be won by the Cavaliers. But Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers had other ideas, and now they go home with a 2-0 lead. And this is why I said last night why I think this series is over. Now, I could be wrong. I'm willing to take that chance. You know, I'm not infallible. I could be wrong about stuff, and I'll come on here and admit that I was wrong. But this is why I think this series is over. Even though the Cavaliers were mighty for the most part in this season, they didn't finish the season strong, man. And just from 35 years of watching basketball, I've noticed how important it normally is to go into the postseason strong. Now, sometimes there are exceptions. Sometimes a team may have had an injury to a significant player, and they're slowly ingratiating him back into the lineup or into the rotation or whatever. And then other things can sometimes happen, right? A team could get bored, lackadaisical, and then the competitiveness and the challenge of the postseason brings them together. But usually you want your team to be firing on all cylinders going into the postseason. I didn't see that with the Cavaliers. In my mind, I was trying to make excuses for them, right? Well, you know, they're resting guys, and they've gone complacent during the latter part of the season. We'll see them crank it up. Now, it was hard to see whether or not that was the case because in the first round, they was facing the Miami Heat, no Jimmy Butler, you know, the first 10th seed ever to make it into the postseason. So it really wasn't much of a challenge. The Pacers finished the season 50-32. That's good. Their home record was 29-12. That's great. Not all-time great, but great. But keep this in mind. Include the postseason, right? The Pacers have won 16 of their last 18 home games. And not only have they won 16 of the past 18 home games, they've beaten some really good teams at home. They're not beating up on bums. So they've been a dominant, as I said before, since March, they've been one of the most dominant teams in the NBA. I would say top 2 teams, record-wise, percentage-wise, at home, especially in the NBA. That's why I don't really feel that the Cavs can come back and win. Even if they do get one of these 2 games, the Cavs will still have a 3-1 lead. So I think this series is over. Now, when I say I think they're going to go to the finals, is because I don't think the Knicks can beat them in a 7-game series. The Celtics, I just think the Pacers match up well with them. Okay, I think they match up well with them, and I think they're more than capable of beating Boston. Can Boston beat them? Sure. But I think the Pacers match up well with, honestly, all 3 of these teams. The one team I thought that had the capability of beating them was a healthy Milwaukee Bucks team. And I just thought that if the Bucks were healthy, they could have beaten the Pacers. I do believe that the Cavaliers, if they didn't have all these injuries, probably could beat the Pacers, right? I don't know what's going on with Darius Garland. I agree with my brother Ticket on that, man. You come on, bro. Your toe. It's the playoffs, man. These are playoffs. Now I can see, against the Heat, you can get away with that, man. But come on, man. Your toe, and I get it. Your toe is very important as far as your balance, and I get all of that. But man, you gotta go out there and do what you gotta do, bro. And it's the second or third year in a row, I think, that the Cavaliers have gone to the postseason with some type of significant injury to one of their players. I think the second time Garland's been hurt. So let's get to these numbers, all right? So for the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 7-11 from the floor. Miles Turner had 23 points. Nembhard had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists. Another great performance from him. Nesmith had 23 points. Pascal Siakam, a rather pedestrian offensively, at least 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Benedict Mathurin, I think I pronounced his name correctly. I think it's Benedict Mathurin, 19 points. All right. As a team, the Pacers shot 52% from the floor, 39% from three-point range, and 21 of 29 from the free throw line. That's not numbers that you normally see as far as efficiency for a team playing against the Cavaliers. Now, one thing that did keep the game closer was that the Pacers did have a lot of turnovers. They had 17 turnovers in this game. Jared Allen had 22 points, 12 rebounds. Spidey Mitchell, due partly to the Pacers' defense and partly to the injuries, a lot had to do with the injuries. Spidey had to do more offensively. 15 of 30 from the floor, 48 points, only 1 of 7 from three-point range. And that's another thing. Despite Spider Mitchell's scoring explosion, his three ball has completely evaporated in this series. I want to say Spidey is something like 2 of, wasn't he like 1 of 10 or 1 of 9 his first game? So what is he like? 2 of 16 from three-point range? 2 of 17 from three-point range in this series? Anyway, 17 of 21 to line. They were helping the Cavaliers become the cause of free throws, 30 of 35, but their shooting was atrocious. 43% as a team, 28% from downtown, which is not Cavs ball. But of course, like I said, they're missing guys. They're missing, who are they missing? They're missing Garland. They're missing DeAndre Hunter, who didn't play last game. And they're missing the reigning defensive player of the year, Mobley. So they are missing guys. Strauss had a great game, 23 points, I believe 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 18 from the floor. Ty Jerome, man. Ty Jerome, only 1 of 14 from the floor, 0 for 4 from three-point range. Ty Jerome, the numbers are there overall because he had a strong game 1, but he's only shooting. During the regular season, Ty Jerome shot 52% from the floor, 44% from three-point range. This is how much some of these guys benefit from having other great guys around them, spreading the floor, taking some of the defensive pressure off of them, because as the defense is focused more on Ty Jerome, and some of it's him missing shots too, 265 from the floor, 26.5% from the floor, and 12.5% from three-point range. And it ain't all because of injuries. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers are doing a really good job defensively on this Cavaliers team, man, instead of vice versa. And if the Cavaliers don't get healthy quick, this series might be over in Indiana, period. This series might not come out of Indiana. And they're going to be rocking and rolling in game 3. If you thought that they were hyped up for the Milwaukee Bucks, wait until this game. Now we're going to see Cleveland's resolve here. If Cleveland's a championship team, they're going to have to withstand an onslaught, because I think the Pacers are going to come out here and try to absolutely blow these guys off the damn map in the first half of this game, first quarter. That's what I think is going to happen. If the Cavaliers have championship resolve, they're going to come out there and play like a dominant team and be competitive and possibly steal away. Well, I still wouldn't give them back home court advantage, but you know, uh, you know, shift the tide and the momentum of this series in their favor, or at least back to them, give them some type of momentum. But we'll see. But tell me what you guys think.